Hey guys, this is Lynn from Paper Peas. Today I have a quick tip to help you transform your tissue papers into beautiful works of art as you include them in your junk journaling. What I am using is some Reynolds freezer paper. The reason this freezer paper is important is because this side has a plastic coating to it. A lot of times, crafters use this to go from regular tissue paper when we're not decoupaging. To go from regular tissue paper to make a piece of paper out of the tissue paper. Now all you have to do is have a really hot iron, no water in it, my suggestion. I have a silicone mat here. I've already cut down the freezer paper to size. Now this is 20 by 20, but obviously I'm going to have some that's going to be over. And all you do is you just spread it out, whatever your tissue paper is, and you just iron. The plastic coating on the freezer paper is going to actually adhere to the tissue paper. They're basically going to infuse into one, okay? Now, what I am using is a silicone mat because I'm using a high level of heat. Even though I'm using my countertop, still, so that I can have a smooth surface, this is what I am using. And as you can see, it's starting to adhere to one another, see? You have to complete this process for a little while until they are actually pretty much sealed together, okay? Now, as you can see, the more I iron this, because I really want to get all of the edges. And so if you're using like a regular napkin or what other tissue you want to use, it's really important to let the heat truly get these two together. And then you can just trim around it, or you can do cutouts, whatever you want to do with it. But I intend to turn this into like a sheet of paper for a journal or a couple journals that I'm working on. And so for me, I know I probably don't have to iron it this much, but I do because I want to make sure like all the corners and edges have pretty much come together. And because it has a plastic coating, I don't want to get it on my iron. But I do everything that I can to make sure that I'm using some of the, well, I have my iron set on the highest temperature setting that it goes to. And once again, it doesn't have any water in it either. And so the more you iron this, the more you're going to see that all of this is pretty much fusing together. And once again, like I said, one of the things that's really important, you want to make sure that you're sealing these edges down as much as you can. You may not want to use the full sheet of whatever the tissue that you want to use. But for me, I'm trying to get as much in this sheet of paper as I can so I can make as many little sheets out of this one as possible. And right now, what I am using are just some regular tissue papers from Dollar Tree, this time, from their gift wrapping section. So this is what I'm using this time. Now, I've got these sheets, then I've got the green, but right now I'm not really focused on the green. I'm just trying to get the poinsettias, this sheet together first. As a push comes to shove, I can always just use a green sheet of paper somewhere, right? I'm trimming the edges off of these, and honestly, I'm not really concerned about them being perfect because I'm going to come back later on with just like a little buffer. What's the thing called? A little buffer. Sandpaper. And just kind of buff the edges a little bit. And at the same time, as I start to work with them, I'm going to use some distressed oxide around the edges. So I'm not really concerned about them being to perfection at the moment. But, take this to the side. I now have 1, 2, 3, and I have 4 nice sheets of 20 by 20. And I'm just going to cut them across. That's going to give me what? 16 sheets of paper. And on the opposite side of them, they're now writable. So, like I said, these little edges, I'm not really concerned about these. I'm just going to buff them a little bit. And I can cut these up, whether I choose to do 3, I might be able to make 6 sheets out of 1 page, or I might be able to get 4 sheets out of a page. But for the little journals that I'm going to work on, I now have this festive poinsettia page. One of the reasons I wanted to use this is because I want a variation of pages in what I'm working on. And I didn't just want everything to look the same. I wanted it to be festive, but at the same time I wanted it to be fall and colorful. And so that's why I did this. So here is a sheet of tissue paper that I purchased in a pack from Temu a few months ago. To be honest with you, this is one of my favorite sheets. And so I took and transformed this from a regular sheet of tissue paper into, as you can see, look, a regular sheet of just regular tissue paper right here, into a infused sheet of paper. Here's another sheet too. This is from another set of tissue paper that I had, and I transformed this. Now, I intend to fully cut these down to some sheets of paper. And once again, what I like is this side allows you to be able to write on it. I haven't determined what I'm going to put on this side to make it writable or to leave it blank and clear, but these are some things that are going to go into a journal that I'm currently working on. And so once again, this is Lynn from Paper Peas. I wanted to share this quick junk journal tip, or basically, I don't even want to call it a junk journal tip. I wanted to share this quick journal tip for people that are venturing into journaling, regardless of what type it is. We all come across these really pretty napkins and tissue papers. Outside of putting them into a gift bag, a lot of people don't realize you can utilize these in so many other ways. And so once again, this is just my quick tip, my quick tutorial, so that you can know how you can really repurpose or utilize a lot of things that are already in your house to make even more beautiful things. This is what's today? What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, today. Forgive me, I'm always trying to make sure that I'm not over filming on Monday or Thursday, especially since it's football season. As always, thank you for signing in to Paper Peas. Happy crafting. Take care.